And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you live from Dawson Field, where tonight, in consecutive nights here in Brevard County, and for the first time since 2010, Brevard County will be looking to send not one, but two teams to the FHSAA Final Four. It's the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Winter Haven Blue Devils coming up next. But first, let me introduce my broadcast partner tonight. He is the varsity baseball coach for the Heritage Panthers. A lot of you know him as Coach Blue, big Michigan fan. We'll be talking about a little bit of that tonight, I'm sure, as well. But this man actually needs no introduction. Let me bring in Bob Query. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great, Alan. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, I was looking for a baseball mind to bring into the broadcast tonight. And I said, well, let me text Coach Blue. Did you get an opportunity to play against Melbourne this year?
I did.
All right. What can you tell us about this team?
This is the most well-rounded, talented Melbourne team that I've seen, and I've been here since 1998. So they're loaded. Pitching, hitting, defense, fundamental mechanics. They've got it all.
You know, tonight, Coach Donovan, 23 years at the helm, and Coach Donovan's made a trip to the Final Four. That occurred in 2012. And when you look at this team, you're absolutely right. They are extremely well-rounded. Before we tell you about all of the players for both Winter Haven and Melbourne, let me tell you tonight that tonight's game is brought to you by All-Star Memories. Are you having a special milestone event like a wedding or graduation? They're coming up around the corner. Or are you a very talented athlete looking to showcase your skill set for maximum exposure? All-Star Memories professional video editors have over 20 years experience and can turn any video photo into an exciting highlight reel or video montage that will make you a certified All-Star. Call Mark today at 321-432-4607 to get started with your video. And you better hurry if you're looking for a graduation here locally. All right, let's tell you a little bit about the Melbourne Bulldogs here. On the bump tonight for Melbourne is Brandon Martell. Look, Melbourne comes in, Coach, with a team ERA of 1.42. Martell this year, 6-0, 2.65 ERA, 37 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts, 13 walks. This is their second go-to guy.
Yeah, and what a great staff. After Wheeler, there's just very little difference between the rest of the staff. It's a well-rounded staff.
Stepping in for Winter Haven and leading off is going to be Roberto Odor, the shortstop. And Odor lines one into right field that Mike Petit comes in and hauls in for the first out. First pitch swinging, Coach. I always often say, and maybe you can help me out with this, that the best pitch you're going to see in high school baseball is that first pitch.
You're absolutely right. Most of the time it's going to be a fastball. Pitchers wanting to get ahead in the count. And it's frustrating when the hitters don't go up there looking for that first pitch, dead red fastball.
Second hitter up in the lineup for a big young man. Stands tall, and he'll take a ball low. Is going to be the left fielder, Bowen.
Actually called that a strike there.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went around on it.
Dylan Bowen steps in. So 0-1 to Dylan. The 0-1 foul back, and he's quickly ahead. Ideally in high school, I know in Major League Baseball, Coach, you like to get 3 pitch outs. That's generally, where is it in high school?
Well, here is your 0-2 here, and you'd like to see a waste pitch. Nobody on. You throw a curveball in the dirt. You throw a fastball over his head. Try to make him look bad with a waste pitch. You've earned it getting 0-2, and what you don't want to do is throw a hittable pitch 0-2.
Gotcha. Here comes the 0-2 from Martell, and they got him, Coach. He was all kinds of fooled on that one.
Yeah, I don't think that the Melbourne coaches are going to be happy with that. Was a very hittable curveball in the strike zone, but he did get the out, so they'll be happy with that.
That's going to bring up Mason Jan Thomaso, the catcher, a left-handed hitter, so we got a righty-lefty matchup here. Winter Haven comes in this year batting .307, Coach. They got a on-base percentage of .407, a slugging percentage of .403. That'll be high and outside for ball one. What a night here at Dawson Field. Softball regional semifinals and the baseball regional finals pitch is. Now, that's going to be our blind spot. So, did he catch it? He does for the third and final out. I'm sure it was a great play, but that is our blind spot here. We got one. It's the sacrifice we make, not the broadcast through a fence, but an outstanding play there to end the inning. So, Coach, the Blue Devils go 1, 2, 3 to start the first. He gets out of there throwing about 10, 12 pitches. Good start for Martell.
Yeah, pounding the zone with strikes, and credit to Winter Haven. They're ready to swing the bat. But, yeah, you want your guy to come out throwing strikes.
We're going to have Coach Blue tell us just how good these Melbourne bats are here in a second. And, look, let me just tell you that I cannot over-promote tonight All-Star Memories. And the reason I can't is because it takes money to pay for these broadcasts with the Florida High School Athletic Association. And on this broadcast and on our softball broadcast, we had Strike Zone Fishing Step Up, All-Star Memories. So with graduation here, it's definitely time to share the memories of your senior's life with their very own video montage. Keep it local. All-Star Memories takes photos and videos and edits them professionally so you can have a lifetime of memories all in one. Call Mark for more details and pricing at 321-432-4607. Coach, for lack of a better term, the Melbourne Bulldogs smack the ball around the field. They are one whale of a hitting baseball team.
They sure are, Alan. They've got 4 guys hitting over 400. They've got all 9 guys in their starting lineup hitting over 300. They're hitting 366 as a team, and their on-base percentage is 477.
Unreal, I tell you. And they're all led by the UAB commit, Michael Petit, who is in the mid-4s. He's got 6 home runs, 34 RBIs, a big double the other night. On the bump tonight for Winter Haven is going to be Dylan DeLeo. I'll tell you a little bit about Dylan DeLeo here. DeLeo is 5-3 this year. He's got a 3.50 ERA. This is his 16th appearance of the season, Coach. He comes in having thrown 44 innings. In those 44 innings, a strikeout pitcher, 62 strikeouts. He's issued 32 walks. He's allowed 33 runs. 22 of them have been earned this year. He's allowed 1 long ball. So there's the skinny on the Winter Haven. We'll take you around the infields in the second inning as center fielder Jake Richardson steps in, Coach.
Yeah, Winter Haven looks to use multiple pitchers in each game. They used 3 or 4 pitchers in their last game, so they've got everybody available because they keep the guys' pitch counts down by using multiple guys.
Richardson batting .402 this year. He's got 5 home runs, second on the team. First pitch is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Coach Pete Donovan over on third base in his 23rd season. Only 10-time Cape Coast Conference Coach of the Year is Coach Donovan. DeLeo to Richardson. Outside, and the count is a ball and a strike. On deck hitter is the South Carolina commit, Trey Wheeler. DeLeo high and inside, ball 2. And, Coach, I tell you, DeLeo's looks a little tight to start to me. Tall, he's lanky. As we said, he's a strikeout pitcher. But so far, not real good ball placement.
Yeah, you don't want to be 2-1 against a good hitting team.
And that one is popped up into left center, drifting back on it and hauled in for the first out. Got under that one. The wind tonight, I can't see the flags, but it feels like it's blowing out to about left center field, and that's going to bring up Trey Wheeler. Wheeler can do it all. The senior southpaw batting .348 this year. He's got 2 home runs, 22 RBIs. And not only that, Blue, but he's going to play for one of the premier college baseball teams in the country in the game. That's if he doesn't get drafted.
Yeah, with a .92 ERA.
Yeah. And there's the unselfishness of this team. Wheeler, who's a power hitter, squares the bunt.
Yeah, get on any way you can. If you see the corners back, that's a good opportunity to put a bunt down. That first baseman's super deep over there.
I tell people this all the time. Orville Susong once told me the most exciting play in baseball is the bunt. Chopper to the shortstop, up and over to first for out. Oh, they say he's safe. Pulled him off the bag. So that's going to be an error.
Yeah, absolutely. He couldn't get a better hop to the shortstop. For whatever reason, his throw was just off and pulled that first baseman to the right.
Megan says, what South Carolina school? Gamecock fans will be offended by that comment, Megan. The only.
She's obviously a Clemson fan.
Yeah, she's a Clemson fan, right? So Wheeler is aboard on the error by the shortstop, and that's going to bring up the UAB commit, junior Michael Petit. And this guy just does it all, man. He hits the ball all over the field, power hitter, 6 home runs, 34 RBIs on the year.
And he likes to hit off speed as well.
Inside for a ball.
They'd love to get Wheeler in scoring position here, get him over to second base if they could, for Petit to be able to drive in that first run of the game.
DeLeo in a little bit of trouble here. Had the second out there. Back over to first.
Ooh, his weight was shifted. It looked like he might have been going there.
The Bulldogs' penchant for stealing bases this year. Coach will play small ball if he has to. They have 61 stolen bases on the year.
That's a lot.
That is right there at the knees. Great pitch location for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, great spot on the outside corner there.
Wheeler with a good lead again. Takes another step. Off speed. I don't know where that missed.
Inside, yeah.
Little inside. 2-1 is the count here. No score. Bottom one. The Blue Devils went 1-2-3 in the first. And 1 on. Oh, they got him. What a move by DeLeo.
Still got to make the play.
And they'll tag him out. Coach, that wasn't even his best move, and he got him there.
Yeah.
What happens there when
he got his weight, and you saw in the first when he threw over the first time, his weight was shifted. He had his weight on his left foot so he could get a good drive to second base, and he just got caught there loading too much weight too early on his left foot. And sometimes, unfortunately, instead of reading the heels of the pitcher, that's what you're supposed to do is read their heels. He was anticipating, and he got caught anticipating.
Gotcha. Petit swings and misses. And for the first time tonight, we've got us a deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What will the turn card be here from DeLeo? The 2-2. And Petit with a high chopper through the middle and a base hit. You'll take it. That makes that pickoff even more
Yeah, that's
painful.
where Coach Donovan just shook his head, wishing Wheeler was over there on second base.
I say this county right now, and you would know better than I, Blue, is catching Rich. And this is a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about as Jake Weatherspoon steps to the plate. Weatherspoon this season, 375, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, 27 hits. Petit will be running if the opportunity presents itself.
DeLeo's got a good slide step. He's quick to the plate, and he's mixing up his timing a little bit. You know, as a base runner, you're trying to figure out their timing. If a guy's got the same timing to the plate every time, it makes it easier to steal off him. But if they mix up their looks to the plate, it makes it harder, and that's when you get caught anticipating. You're reading their heels. If the left heel lifts, you steal. If the right heel lifts, you get back. It's as simple as that, but unfortunately with teenagers, they complicate things sometimes.
That'll be low and outside. 2-1. Love that explanation. Say that one more time.
Unfortunately with teenagers,
No, the heel.
Sorry, I'm in the classroom
That's
all
all
day.
right.
So
That's all right.
I got a bone to pick.
That'll be a strike on the outside corner.
He's gotten behind 2-1 to multiple hitters in this inning. That's not the way you want to be as this game goes on. When you're facing a team that hits 366, you do not want to be in 2-1 counts with this team.
The Bulldogs have had a trend all year. First time through the they
there
got
he goes
him,
again.
and he threw the ball away.
Yeah.
Petit got lucky. He's going to come all the way over to third here.
He stumbled.
He got. Oh, I thought he had him. No, he's
Yeah,
safe.
he fell and stumbled and got bailed out twice.
Yeah. So the baseball gods have smiled upon Melbourne on that one. He was picked off and fell.
The big guy on the mound has got good feet. He's mixing up his timing just a little bit, and he's gotten 2 guys picked off at first base already in the first inning.
So how do you, as a coach, what would you? I mean, I know you would obviously talk to them about the heels, but there's got to be more to it for them out there. Or keep it even simpler
Alan,
than
it's
that.
really that simple.
Yeah.
The only thing in this world that they should focus on when they get a steal sign is their heels.
Gotcha.
Left heel, right heel, block everything out in this world.
Doesn't matter.
And you practice it every day.
Weatherspoon lifts one into shallow right, but there to make the catch and save the Bulldog or save the Blue Devils from giving up a run. So close, but no cigar that time. The Bulldogs will strand a runner in third as we head to the top of inning number 2. No score. And, Coach, I tell you, that's the kind of thing that, in games like this that come back to haunt you a little bit.
That's right. Yep, those mistakes on the bases. But, again, if Winter Haven gets behind hitters like that, it's going to be a long night for them because Melbourne is not going to continue to make those mistakes. They've got a phenomenal coaching staff that's been here a long time together. They've got a lot of chemistry, and they're going to get those mistakes ironed out here real quick.
Are you one of those parents that just has maybe 295 videos on your phone and you've spent hours recording your high school athletes' games, but you don't know how to edit all the best plays together? Look, coaches receive thousands of unsolicited videos every year. The thing you want to do is make your video stand out from the rest. And the way you do that is to hire a professional. All-Star Memories with over 20 years of experience in sports production and editing. Mark knows what college coaches are looking for and can help your student athlete get noticed at the next level. Send Mark your raw footage and let him create a compelling recruiting video that coaches want to watch. For more details, call Mark at All-Star Memories, 321-432-4607. And I also want to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association. Ashton Mosley and their staff do a terrific job. Thank you for the approval for tonight's broadcast. Be sure to check out their outstanding website, FHSAA.com. New and improved and easy to navigate. State baseball championships coming up this weekend. State softball championships coming up next weekend. Got a lot going on. We head to the top of inning number 2. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Martell in the first. Rogers, Hairston, and Parsane due up for the Blue Devils. First inning thoughts, Coach? Nerves?
Yeah, a little bit of that, I'm sure. This is deep. We're deep in the playoffs, and there's a lot on the line here. So these guys could be a little bit tight.
Last night the O'Galley Commodores were outpitched. They struck out more than the other team. The pitching gave up more walks than the other team. But the only place it mattered at the end was on that scoreboard as O'Galley came out with an 8-7 victory. And they're going to take on Columbia Lake City Thursday in the 5A Final Four. As stepping in now is going to be Rogers for Deshaun Rogers, the catcher. And Deshaun Rogers comes in this season batting .369, and he's going to swing and miss at the first pitch. He's got 7 doubles, 12 RBIs, 31 hits in 84 official at-bats. 0-1 here. Martell rocks, or was going to rocks, kicks, and fires. Low for a ball, so he's 1-1.
That's where you want to miss if you're missing, is you want to miss down. You leave the ball up, that's when you get into trouble.
Nice looking off-speed curveball. What was that, Coach?
Yeah, that was a curveball.
Dropped it right in for strike 2.
Looks like it's coming at your shoulder, and then if you give up on it, it'll bust right down the middle.
And there's a ground ball foul.
So he's early now, so they're probably going to go back to something off speed. When you see a guy foul a ball to the left side or righty, foul a ball to the left side, and he's early, you throw a changeup or a curveball, and he's going to be way early. He's going to have his weight out front, and you have a chance to make him look bad here 1 and 2.
Do you let your catchers call the game, or do you call it from the dugout?
It really depends on the catcher.
Yeah.
And then it depends on the game situation. If we're playing somebody that we're handling and we're up, I might start the game calling pitches and then let the catcher take over. And then if he does a good job and then the next day we play a team that we should be able to handle and he did a good job the previous night, then I might let him start off calling the game. I've got a really smart, high baseball IQ catcher who is a sophomore this year. He'll be a junior, so I trust him to call the games.
2-2 Martell, and that ball is lifted into right field, right at Michael Petit, and that'll be the first out. Petit positioned perfectly, say that 10 times, as that'll bring up Harrison, Jalen Harrison. Harrison comes in batting .333 this year. He's got a home run, 2 triples, and 3 doubles for the Blue Devils. A left-handed hitter, so a righty-lefty matchup here.
The difference in the two pitchers so far is Martell's getting ahead of the hitters and Dilio is getting behind hitters.
That ball is fouled off, back and out of play.
Dilio also doing a good job inside-outside. That last hitter was early. He went to the curveball, was outside, so he came back with an outside fastball, and the hitter hit it oppo. Hit it where it's pitched is what we tell him.
0-1. High and outside for a ball to Harrison. Melbourne, despite continuing to win, just continue to fall down the rankings. I still don't get that. That ball is lifted into left field, as you can see, and Trey Wheeler drifts back on it and hauls it in for the second out here in the top of inning number 2. No score between the Blue Devils and the Bulldogs. Alan Slaughter-Zinski and Coach Blue, Bob Query, with you here tonight from Dawson Field, where the Bulldogs look to return to the Final Four for the first time since 2012. Brevard County looking to send 2 teams to the Final Four for the first time since 2010. And this is going to bring up Parsane. And Parsane fouls one back to the screen. So far this season, Parsane, a .226 hitter. He's got a home run. As a team, they've got 9 of them. But when you look at what Melbourne's done this year with 25, 26 of them, 2 teams in this county have hit over 25 home runs this year. That's amazing. Martell, the 0-1. And that's fouled right to the identical spot.
Yeah, Melbourne, 75 extra base hits this year compared to Winter Haven has 49. So that's a slugging team right there.
Yeah.
We just heard Coach Donovan say first pitch strikes. As a coach, you love to see your pitcher get ahead 0-1, throw first pitch strikes.
Martell looking to get out of this on 3 pitches here. And he's got it. That's the backwards K, and that'll end the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We head to the bottom of inning number 2 with no score between the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Winter Haven Blue Devils. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank All-Star Memories. Again, if you're that athlete that needs that exposure, and we're coming up on the summertime, that time of the year, Coach, when student athletes and their parents really should be focusing and concentrating on these things, on their recruiting, the off-season workouts. This is, if you're a sophomore and a junior and you aren't getting those recruiting hits that you want, well, you've got to make some changes. And give Mark a call at All-Star Memories at 321-432-4607. Let a professional edit your highlight videos. And, of course, All-Star Memories handles weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, bar mitzvahs, reunions, retirements, company corporate events, memorials, any event. All-Star Memories can do it. Again, call Mark at 321-432-4607. All right, we head to the bottom of inning number 2 here. And I'll tell you, it's going to be Ziegler Actually, it's going to. I think it's going to be Ziegler, Hopping, and Smith here as Gavin Ziegler steps in. As Dylan DeLeo, I didn't think he had a bad first inning. I mean, he didn't give up any runs.
No, he just got behind most of the hitters. Yeah.
As Ziegler steps in for the Bulldogs. Ziegler will take strike one. This year, Zieg's batting .390. He's got 3 doubles, 21 RBIs, a senior. The 0-1 from DeLeo. Fouled back, and he's quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, this is a waste pitch situation. Like to see a curveball in the dirt, fastball way off the plate or up.
Nice job getting a piece of that. Melbourne scored 250 runs this year. They've only given up 50. They're 100 plus 195 in run differential. Ziegler with a shot, backhanded by the second baseman over to first. Nice play there.
Yeah, it was. He got on top of that. That ball was up, and Ziegler did a good job getting on top of that ball. And it was a great play by the second baseman.
Over at first base, Gage McChrystal. That was Joshua Cruz making the play. Roberto Ador at shortstop. Your third baseman is Jalen Harrison. And behind the plate, as DeLeo's battery mate tonight, is Mason Jan Tomaso. As Ryan Hopping steps in, the Salem International commit coach, and he's over 400 this year. And he hits one into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall, Hopping around first.
Rule double.
Yep. As Ryan.
He's got a lot of pop in that bat.
Yep.
He's strong.
That was a nice first pitch hit, Coach. I like the fact that he was right on it.
Yes. Good hitters are ready first pitch.
So Hopping with a ground rule double. So the Bulldogs again for the second consecutive inning with a runner in scoring position as Brevin Smith steps in. Brevin this year, 343, and you recognize the trend here. 340, 350, 360, yeah. Hopping 430. And Smith swings and misses at strike one.
Your 7-hole hitting 343. That's a good team right there.
Hopping. Kind of let up on that one, and it drifted on him. 1-1. Bottom second, no score, 1 out. Runner at second is Hopping on a ground rule double into the gap. First pitch swinging. Low and outside, ball 2, 2-1. That's the key, isn't it? Really, work these counts.
2-1, you got to throw a fastball, and the hitter knows that the hitter's in charge.
DeLeo's 2-1, and Smith with a hard ground ball. Foul?
That had your name on it, Alan.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you right now, if anything comes this way, it's just going to hit me. Won't be the first time. So it's 2-2 to Smith with 1 out here. Outside, good eye.
Yeah, that's good tracking right there. You saw him stride fastball, kept his weight balanced, didn't get his weight on his front foot, tracked that ball all the way to the glove. That was a great take.
Three and two now. Outside, ball 4. That is a tough pitch to take.
Yes, it is. That was a great at bat. Great at bat.
And this is going to bring up arguably the hottest hitter left playing baseball right now, Bryson Aiella. 5 RBIs he had a couple weeks ago. He had a big game against Vieira the other night. Aiella this year is just tearing it up here. He's that freshman that you hope develops that does.
Well, he's got a nice frame, and you know he's going to fill out.
Got that Alex Rodriguez frame. There's a shot to the shortstop, flips to second for one, over to first. I jinxed him. The old textbook 6-4-3, Coach.
You sure did.
That's the way you turn it. Nothing you can do about that. So that'll end the inning. The Bulldogs will strand one on the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. We'll head to the top of the third. No score between the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils. So, Coach, you been watching any spring football at all, or seeing any, or talking to anybody?
Well, you know, I watched. Are we talking college here? Are we talking?
Doesn't
high
matter.
school?
Doesn't matter.
All right, well,
Whatever.
you know, I watched a certain college spring game.
Right.
You already know that.
Michigan, right?
That's right.
How'd
yeah.
that go?
Well,
how's Big Blue doing?
Well, you know, 2 years ago, there was a statistic on ESPN, and it had Jim Harbaugh and Dabo Swinney. And after 5 years, Dabo Swinney was 0-5 against South Carolina. Jim Harbaugh was 0-5 against Ohio State, and they had almost identical records. And they wanted to run Jim Harbaugh out of town.
Right.
And at the bottom of it, they said, aren't the Clemson fans glad that they didn't run Dabo out of town after 5 years?
Right.
So sure enough, finally Jim Harbaugh gets it going.
Makes it come.
Last year was absolutely unbelievable. The way that we just crammed the ball down Ohio State's throat in that game with the snow flurries.
Right.
I mean, it was just absolutely one of my most favorite memories of Michigan football. And I've got some pretty good ones with Desmond Howard and Charles Woodson.
Sure.
Tim Biaka-Batuka and all them guys. But that was a special year last year, and we've got both quarterbacks.
To go to the college football playoff.
I did.
Yeah.
I went down and watched. Not a very good showing against Georgia, but as we know, Georgia was the best team in the country. And you saw all the guys that got drafted into the league, so that they were legit. But just to be there in the dance, to be in that Final Four, Big Ten champs was amazing.
Well, I was happy you got to do all that last year. I know you did a heck of a job for Brevard Sports Network broadcasting high school football. And this will be 7, 8, 9, Burton, McChrystal, and Cruz. As the left fielder, Taylor Burden, steps in. Burden looks at
Great
strike
pitch.
one. Yeah, good
Low
pitch.
and away. If he's hitting his spots like that, it makes it tough.
Burden, a 339 hitter, so the 7-hole also batting over 300 this year. Pitch. Ball bounces in the dirt.
See, that right there is a perfect 0-2 curveball in the dirt with nobody on.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it gets away from the catcher. He's, it's a short backstop back there. You're going to get that guy out at first base.
No score for those just logging on between Winter Haven and Melbourne. The winner goes to Fort Myers. The pitch, and that ball is fouled back to the screen, and he's ahead of. He's faced so far 6 batters. He's been ahead of 5 of them.
Yeah, he's in a groove. His body language stinks of confidence.
Yeah. The 1-2, and there's a chopper. Smith over to first, got him. Brevin
That's a
Smith.
good job playing that hop, Allen. Hard hop, high. He backed up a little bit, was patient.
I think the hardest thing a lot of times you see with high school baseball players, and I use this term, and I don't want to confuse it, but they stay within themselves. Confidence. A lot of times you get the herky-jerky motion. A lot of times they keep that body straight, and that's what he did there. He stayed within himself
Balance,
and made the play, balanced and made the play, yeah. This is going to – they got a big team, Coach. This is going to bring up McChrystal, Gage McChrystal. McChrystal pops it up. First pitch swinging. This is playable in the Melbourne infield. Brevin Smith calls for it. Great communication there. And Smith records the second out off a first pitch. And right now, he's got 2 outs with 4 pitches.
Yeah, his pitch count's good. That's one thing that years ago, there was no pitch count. And nowadays with the pitch count, to throw a complete game, you've got to throw a gem. Because you're at 105, you can start the next hitter at 104, and then that's it. So a lot of times you'll have to pull your pitcher out with 1 or 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and there's nothing more stressful than that.
Joshua Cruz steps in, a 255 hitter. He is the number 9 batter, and he looks at a knee-high fastball for a strike.
Looks like that was low and away as well. If you can hit that low and away corner, you're talking Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, those guys that can paint those corners. It makes it tough to hit.
That was the name of Glavine's book, I think, On the Black. Good book.
Yeah.
Real quick, around the Melbourne infield, hopping at first, Brevin Smith is at second, Ziegler at third, Ziegler's at short, Aiella at third. It's Wheeler in left, Richardson in center, and Petit in right field. Behind the plate is Weatherspoon, and on the mound is Brandon Martell. So far, perfect through 8 batters, 2 outs here. No score in the top of the third. Martell's 0-2 popped up and out of play.
Challenged him. That's a good 0-2 pitch for the hitter. Probably like to see an unhittable pitch 0-2 with nobody on.
My manager used to tell me when you get to the 8-9 spot and you get to that 0-2, go right at it.
Yeah, that's another way to think. And the only thing is, at this level, you've got 8-9 hitters hitting over 300.
Right. And he lunged at that. That was a great waste pitch there.
Yes.
Because he almost went for it.
That would have been a good 0-2.
Yeah.
But he's still in good shape here, 1-2. But yeah, I agree, Alan. If you got an 8-9 hitter and he's hitting 220 or whatever, then yeah, by all means go get him. But
that ball lifted into center field, back on it, and caught by Richardson for the third and final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and obviously no one left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. No score between the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils. And once again, I just want to take the opportunity to thank our sponsor, All Star Memories. And we've talked about being an athlete. And, again, over the course of the next 5, 6, 7 days, we got graduations that are here. Share those memories of your seniors' parents, your seniors' life with a very own video montage of your own. All Star Memories takes photos and videos and edits them professionally so you can have a lifetime of memories all in one. Call Mark for more details and pricing at 321-432-4607. If you need a photo or video montage of your graduation, you better hurry, or any additional editing needs, reach out to Mark now. Again, that number, 321-432-4607. And I can tell you, with Mark having 20 years in the business, L.A., New York, he's the guy you want to go to. There is no doubt about that. All right, Coach, we head to the bottom of the third inning here. No score between the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils. It'll be 9-1-2 for Melbourne as Anthony Velez will come up to bat first. And Velez, a 150 hitter this year, but I love the fact that, you know what, he's a senior coach. Coach Donovan's got him in the lineup here at 9, and he's been swinging the bat good lately. We'll see what he does here against DeLeo, who has gotten outs but has been behind in counts.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. The first baseman's way deep over there, so if he could get one down the first baseline, your pitcher looks like he's about 6'5". First baseman's a mile away. If you could get a nice bunt down the first baseline, but it's all the element of surprise. But surprisingly, the first baseman hasn't moved up.
1-0. Swung on and missed by Velez. 1-1. On deck hitter is Jake Richardson. I'm not sure where it missed. I guessed outside. 1-2. Or 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-1. The 2-1 to Velez. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First out here in the bottom of the third inning. We go back to the top of the order in Richardson. Or no, I thought that was strike 3. My bad. My apologies. That ball is popped straight up.
That's a tough play.
It is a tough play. Catcher, pitcher has it. And so my apologies there, Anthony, as he fouls out to the pitcher for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. Now back to the top of the order with center fielder Jake Richardson. Richardson flied out his first time up and comes in only batting .402. Only. They say the Mendoza line, right? 260 or below. I call it 400 the Williams line, right? He's over the Williams line. I'd like to welcome in TJ Gowdy watching. Baseball coach's satellite, the athletic director, pitch. And there's a shot. And that's going to be what do you think? I'm going to let you score that.
That's a tough one.
That's a backhand. I'll give him a hit.
That's a tough one.
What would you score your player?
If I'm Melbourne, it's a hit.
We're going to give him a hit. Jake Richardson on with a hit. Now, if he had thrown it away, Trey Wheeler steps up. The Bulldogs have hit one home run here in the postseason, and this guy's the guy that's done it.
He's quite a golfer also.
Yeah, I heard that. He hit a shot at St. Cloud that went over the extended part of the center field fence. Thank you, Miss Dethridge. I appreciate that for updating that. The pitch, and Wheeler swings and misses, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Now, we'll see what Jake Richardson does here, simply because so far any Melbourne batter that's got on tonight has nearly one's been picked off, and Petit almost got picked off. And that ball is hit deep and gone! A 2-run bomb by Trey Wheeler.
You called it, Alan.
And it's 2-0 Bulldogs. I said it last night. I'll say it again. We launch more than rockets here on the Space Coast. Trey Wheeler with an absolute bomb. The right fielder didn't even move. 2-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one. He left it up in the zone. Not a good idea against this team. You need to live in the bottom of that strike zone all night. You leave anything up against these guys, any one of these guys can take you a yard.
Yes, indeed. We talked about it in the first inning. He's more than a southpaw pitcher. And Petit lifts one foul. 2-0 Melbourne for Wheeler, his third round tripper of the season. RBIs 23 and 24. Popped up and out of play.
Now the rest of the Bulldogs are drooling. They saw their boy hit one over the fence. They
Right.
all want to put one over.
A right fielder never moved. I don't think I would have either. And Petit launches one, and that'll drop for a base hit.
That's going to be at least
And
a
that'll-
double.
Yeah, get past this. He's sending Petit on his way to third. Here comes the throw. Petit down, and he is safe with a triple. So Michael Petit follows up the home run with a triple.
He hung that off-speed pitch, and Petit likes off-speed. He hung that, left it up in the zone. Allen, he's leaving the ball up in the zone. These guys are going to absolutely punish the ball.
Yeah, especially, we said Melbourne this year has been a team. They'll go. It might be 0-0 going into the third inning, but once they've seen that pitcher once, yeah, as the manager will come out and pitching coach will come out and have a word. They, like you said, all of their pitchers are available, right?
Yeah, for Winter Haven, yeah. Yeah, they threw 3 guys the other night, and none of them threw over 45 pitches, so they're all on 3 days rest.
So Wheeler with both postseason Bulldog home runs. Well, my comment got posted a little premature. I was trying to post the score there. Melbourne 2, Winter Haven nothing here.
So you're telling Petit here at third, if it's on the ground, it's got to get through. If it's in the air, tag.
The 0-1 to Weatherspoon.
It's up. That's not good.
One and fouled straight back, and DeLeo is ahead of Weatherspoon.
Just
Ziegler
got under that one a little bit.
on deck. What was that?
He just got under that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Just dipped his shoulder just a little bit and got under it, but his timing is all over it. Fouled it straight back.
The 1-2. And that ball is lifted into the gap, cut off. Petit will score the third Melbourne run of the inning. And the Bulldogs with a home run, a triple, and now a single lead it 3-0, and the bats are going.
Yep. We may be seeing the end of DeLeo here real soon.
Yeah, you just can't ride the storm too long here in a game like this.
Yeah, he's leaving everything out.
And that'll bring up Gavin Ziegler. Ziegs grounded out to the second baseman his first time up, as we got a pinch runner coming in for Melbourne. I think it's Jason Ferry. I think that's an 8. So for those of you we haven't put the Coach Donovan,
Yeah.
tell him to get back.
See, there's your over adjustment by the pitcher. I guarantee you the coach is telling him you got to work down so the next pitch is in the dirt. You just over adjust a little bit.
And that one is lifted into right
That's
field,
dropping.
and that'll drop. And stopping at second base says, I don't have a number 9, so I'm not sure who that is. But stopping at second base, and the Bulldogs are rolling now. Rolling. That is the 4th straight hit. 5th straight hit.
I'm surprised that they're not making a change here.
As Ryan Hopping, especially with Hopping in.
What he did his last at bat,
Yeah,
blistered that ball, ground rule double.
Yep.
You got to keep it down in the zone here. He's going to hit another one out there.
That'll
There's
be
a
a
good
strike
pitch.
at the knees. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good rebound.
A lot of confidence right now from that Melbourne dugout.
Swung on, and he wanted to put that one.
Yeah, you see his back shoulder dip a little bit and his launch angle with the bat. It's contagious. That
Yeah.
confidence and that hype gets to you.
Wow. So that was a strange play, but it's a sacrifice.
Yeah. Kind of like a sack bunt. Move the runners
Yeah.
over.
So now,
Second and third for Smith with 2 outs. Base hit will score 2.
and Brevin Smith comes up. Smith was up just last inning, and a great at bat for him. Fell behind, worked the count full, and then walked. DeLeo, be nice if he could get out of this, but just giving up the 3 here with 2 on. Three to nothing, Melbourne on top here. DeLeo kicks and fires, and that's going to fall in. 2 runs should score.
Yep.
Ziegler around second, and the Bulldogs lead it 5-0. Brevin Smith with a little soft liner base hit. 6 hits in the inning, 5 runs.
I'll tell you what, There's not many things better in this game than 2 out RBIs.
No. And if Bryson Aiella gets on, the Bulldogs will have batted around.
He did a great job on that, too. That was a changeup, and he held his swing up. That's why he didn't crush it. He got just enough of it to get it out of the infield. But that was a great job of hitting on a changeup there.
We saw a big third inning from the O'Galley Commodores last night, who put up 8 runs in the inning, and now we're seeing one tonight from Melbourne, who puts up 5 so far. Smith with the lead. Aiella reaches for that one, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 to Bryson, and he reaches for that one again. I'd throw him another one there.
Yeah.
1-2 from DeLeo. I would imagine this will probably be it for DeLeo here.
Yeah. I'm surprised we saw him this much, actually.
And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. Got to get it across the diamond. He does.
Yeah, he hung that one.
Yep. So the Bulldogs actually send 9 hitters to the plate. They score 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. No errors, 1 left. We head to the top of the 4th. 5-0 Melbourne. Once again, I want to thank Mark from All-Star Memories for the opportunity to be able to bring you tonight's broadcast. Are you having a special milestone? Got weddings coming up, too. Weddings coming up in June. Graduations this weekend. Or are you a talented athlete? Or are you an athlete, a talented athlete that just doesn't know anything about videos? Well, leave it to a professional to showcase your skill set for maximum exposure. At All-Star Memories, their professional video editors have over 20 years experience and can turn any video photo into an exciting highlight reel or video montage that will make you a certified All-Star. Give Mark a call, 321-432-4607, to get started with your video today, and especially if you need something done for graduation, because we are streaming a couple of graduations this weekend. We got Cocoa Friday night. We'll be at Astronaut High School on Saturday for that graduation. So coming up Thursday night, we've got high school football, spring football, Holy Trinity and Satellite. Next week, Vieira and Heritage.
Yeah. I think Billy and I will be at that game.
Yep, absolutely. You guys will be on the call for that one.
Shout out to my partner, Billy Palmer.
Yeah. I texted Billy today. Usually Billy texts me back. I hope he's all right. Didn't hear from him. Don't see him on the stream yet.
Well, they're busy over there. They've got hundreds of kids signed up for football already for the fall.
Like to welcome in Hunter Leach, coach from the O'Galley Commodores. Congratulations, Hunter. I know you guys are getting set to head over to Fort Myers with the Commodores last night. But I tell you, that was one of those games where you just were – you get out with the win, and you go play for a state championship.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Doesn't matter what it looks like.
The scoreboard is all that matters.
Hunter was an outstanding job this year for O'Galley. And all right, Coach, I'm not going to jinx him. All I'm going to say is that Winter Haven's got 1, 2, 3 coming up in the top of the 4th. You all that are baseball fans, you do the math. I won't say it. I'm superstitious, and I try not to jinx these kids.
Well, the score changes things a little bit strategically for Winter Haven, because you 5-run lead, you're a little bit less hesitant to steal. You're a little bit less hesitant to play small ball because you've got to overcome a 5-run deficit.
Yeah,
so it
changes
changes
runners.
Strategy a little bit. 5 is kind of on the bubble there as far as ruling out small ball. Because you get to the point where you can't trade outs to advance runners.
This is Roberto Odor, who flied out to the right fielder his first time up. Martell, it hit him. And that'll ruin whatever perfection he had going. the HBP. And the one thing you never want to do is put the leadoff guy on. Want to just say, Brevard County, Coach, we need a state champion in baseball. We've had 3 since 2004. Rockledge won 1 in 2004, and MCC in 13 and 19. I've been the last 3 since 2014.
Merritt Island 99.
99, 2000. Satellite won the first one for the county.
Brendan Wynn.
Yeah.
Star of those Merritt Island teams. Head coach at Cocoa Beach. What a good dude he is.
Satellite, the first to do it in 86. Of course, those great Florida prep teams in 93 and 98. Merritt Island in back-to-back, 99 and 2000. 5 programs, 7 state titles since 1920 in the state of Florida. So Brevard County's played for 14 state championships. And check that. Brevard County has played for 17 state championships. And we've been runners-up 10 times. Martell in a duel with Odor. And there's a ground ball to Brevin Smith, and the only play is the first, and he'll take it as Odor stops at second as Jan Tomaso comes up, flied out to the left fielder his last time up, 1 out. It's the first time we've ever worked together, isn't it?
It is. We did walk-ons.
Yeah, we've done
times.
that, yeah. Top of the 4th, 5-0 Bulldogs. Anybody wouldn't mind popping that in the comment section for me, I would greatly appreciate you. Braden Martell to the left-handed hitting John Tomaso.
Flied out to left. Last time up, Oppo. Outside pitch, took it to left. The one we couldn't see.
Yeah. Puts that one by him for strike 1. Saw a play last night by the Washington Nationals on a ground ball to the shortstop with bases loaded and scored 3 runs. As Martell comes to a set, rocks, kicks, and fires, and there's a ground ball down to Hopping at first. He'll take it and touch. 2 outs. A 3 unassisted for the second out as cheers are coming from the softball field as Rogers steps in. What did he do his last time, Coach?
He flied out to right field.
There we go. 0 for 1. 1 through 9 is 0 for 1 coming up. Runner at third now with 2 outs. Bulldogs.
He actually lined out. Petit came in, made a good play, so he saw something he liked last time.
Would be surprised to try to see him lay one down here. Aiella's way back. Might be able to get a base hit if you can get it down the third base line here. That'll be a strike. Look, I've seen it a couple times this year. I watched Danny Widener over at Merritt Island with 2 strikes put a suicide squeeze on to win a game.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
0-1 now to Rogers. Harrison is on deck. That just misses. 1-1.
Square there, Alan.
What's that?
I said you just saw him.
Oh, no, I missed it, yeah. So he does square.
Got a little baseball coach in you.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Brevin Smith comes back, plays it over to first, missed it. As that's that'll be a run. That's an infield hit. That ball took forever to get to Brevin. As Winter Haven scores a run here. And the hit batter, scores. And it's 5-1. Thank you all for updating that comment section for me. Appreciate it. So 2 outs now. A runner at first. Harrison's up, lined out Fly out to the left fielder. Great play. We didn't get to see the actual play, but it was made. I think that was it. And here's another ground ball to the right side through for a base hit. And stopping at second, station to station there. And right now, that's the third hit of the inning. So they're starting to catch up to Martell a little bit. Yep. They've seen him one time through the lineup. Parsane steps in.
Yeah, and Wheeler going the distance on Friday.
Not available.
Has all of their pitchers available tonight.
Right.
Other than Wheeler.
Tanner Fairbank and Miller. That'll be a strike. Minor bump in the road if you're a Bulldog fan. That's what you're telling yourself.
Parsane with a backward K last at bat.
0-1 to Parsane. Martell turns, and he'll take a shot over back to second. And back in time is Rogers. You're never, as a manager, and I know you know this, you could be up 15-1, and you just still have those butterflies. You're just not satisfied.
Yeah, that's in this game, anything can happen. There's no time. That's one of the great things about this game is there's no clock.
Outside, here's the throw to third, as that's a double steal there, Coach.
Yeah, they anticipated a breaking ball, an off-speed pitch, I think, and that's why they had them going there.
That's a headsy play. Now you're going to have to make, as you just heard Coach Pete maybe you heard Coach Pete Donovan say, now you got to make a play defensively. It's 1-1 with runners at second to third. A base hit, I think, scores 2 here.
Yep.
Rogers with a big lead at third. The pitch outside, ball 2, 2-1.
How fast things change.
Yeah, right?
But like you said, though, second time through the lineup, they've seen him once.
They know what they're looking for. Parsane, the 2-1 from Martell. And there's a shot to second. Smith has it up and over to first.
That's a great play.
Yeah.
That's a great play. Short hop. Got that on the short hop.
He got that right side of that infield got a lot of work that inning. And they come up big there as Winter Haven will strand 2, but they plate their first run on 4 hits. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Yeah. It is 3 hits, or what'd they get? 3 hits or 4? 3. They got hit batter. 3 hits, 1 run, 1 hit batter. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Bulldogs ahead 5-1. We still got I think we got a new pitcher here.
Yeah, trying to see his number there. They got yellow jerseys with white numbers.
Number 11 or 17 here. I think it's Sean Bell. Yeah, I think that's going to be Sean Bell, Coach. And this.
I think it's number 10.
10?
Yeah.
And I'm blind.
Jeremy Weaver, senior.
Yep. All right. Tell you a little bit about Weaver here, as that'll do it for the Leo. So Weaver, is it? Yeah, it is 10. 10. Okay. I was like, they fooled me again. All right. So.
Well, somebody decided that white numbers on a yellow jersey was a good idea.
Yeah, right. And right. So Weaver's in, and this is his 17th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 this year with a 2.15 ERA in 29 and 1/3 innings pitched this year. He's got 40 strikeouts, so he can get it by him. He's got a high walk count here for 29 innings, 28 walks. He's given up 16 runs. Just 9 of them, though, have been earned this year. Opponents are batting .173 against him. So the Bulldogs get a look at the second Blue Devil pitcher as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Good inning for both teams, really. Melbourne with a better inning, obviously, with 5. But Anthony Velez, who led off the last inning, leads off again here. Velez popped out to the pitcher his first time up.
Yeah, Winter Haven needed to get a run on the board there after that big inning by Melbourne to keep their confidence going. Stop that momentum swing a little bit. Melbourne was on fire.
Thank you, Mandy. Appreciate it. Mel girls lead 3-0. Okay. Velez looks at a ball. Nice bunt by Velez. Pitcher turns, fires. A little too much back to the center, though.
Yep. At practice, we either put 5-gallon buckets 10 feet off each baseline, or we paint. Beginning of the year, when we got about 3-4 weeks before we play, I'll paint a never and a big arc right in front of the plate. You never bunt a ball back up the middle. So we try to get them to go down either line. Check the first baseman, third baseman. Is one back further than the other? Is one guy a little bit more hefty than the other guy? Things like that.
Has it become a lost art?
Well, I can tell you one thing. They don't work it much in Little League because when they come up as freshmen, we've got to teach them from square one how to bunt.
Gotcha. And that's the issue. That's where you. I learned how to bunt in Little League.
Yeah.
Turn the flex. It's like you're not even really holding the bat there. It's like a tennis racket at the net on the drop shot.
Keep the barrel over the handle. And what I like to tell my guys to do is angle the barrel towards the pitcher a little bit. That way it's on a downward plane when the ball hits it, because you don't ever want to pop up a bunt.
No.
And then bend your knees instead of dropping the barrel if it's low. If you can't bend your knees and get the barrel on it, it's not a strike. Put the barrel on top of the strike zone. If you have to go up, it's not a strike. It's another one of those things, Alan, that's simple, but when you have teenagers.
Right. Ooh. Right. No, I hear you. 2-1 now to Jake Richardson. Richardson, coach gave him a hit on the last time he was up. He started the hit montage for Melbourne. And that misses, and it's 3-1 to the Bulldogs lead off hitter. Coach, he's throwing it hard. He's not that much movement on it. What would you say he would be hitting on a radar again, if you had to guess?
He's probably about 82, 83.
Inside, and that is a walk. And the Bulldogs, Richardson is back on.
Oh, yeah?
89?
Wow.
89 mile an hour, okay.
I need to get my eyes examined. I am overdue for the optometrist. Coach Wheeler's got a built-in jugs in his eyeballs. He's a pitching coach for Melbourne.
Coach Wheeler said 89 miles an hour. That's going to bring up Trey, and all he did last time was hit one about 350 feet over the right field wall for a 2-run home run. And they're going to talk about it, and I don't blame them.
The catcher's saying, look, the last time this guy was up the bat, he hit one that hasn't landed yet. So
right.
Let's keep it down in the zone, low and away.
Right, EOCs and launch operations.
You got a quick runner at first, so they might be talking about mixing up his looks, slide step.
Trey graduated last week. He does the homeschool thing, and just a great young man. Plays for the Bulldogs because, you know what? It would be his school, And his entire family, Melbourne alum.
It doesn't hurt that Dad's been the pitching coach here forever, too.
Forever, too, right. Jets catches the corner for a strike, and that was, I'll tell you, that was a major league pop on that mitt that time. I mean, I know young man's got a long ways to go, but I don't mean in terms of the beat. I'm just the sound. Man, I love that pop. The pop of the glove or the crack of the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's bringing it.
5-1 Melbourne here, bottom fourth. Wheeler pitch swung on and missed.
That's where you want to be, down in the zone. Don't want to leave anything up. That's where DeLeo got into trouble. He was leaving everything up.
And I haven't seen his good move yet. Wheeler pops that out. Oh, I hit the light. Coach, I have a question for you. At the high school level, how many moves to first does I would say your ace or your secondary
We
pitcher
typically have 3.
Yeah.
There's a regular move, which is your first move, and there's nothing special about it.
Right.
All right. Then there's one where I call it continuous, where as you're coming set, you step off the back and throw over. Okay?
Like that.
Yeah, like that right there. And then there's another one where you mix up the timing. You come set and you wait different periods of time before you throw over, and you just mix up the periods of time.
That ball gets away from the catcher, and Richardson will take second. So
then there's one more we call Juan, where you make your pitch, you walk off the mound towards home, you get the ball back from the catcher, you go back up to the rubber, you put your foot on the rubber, you say Juan, and you throw over to first base.
Gotcha.
So it's just a timing thing where if you have a hot dog who he's just exploding off the bag as soon as you put your foot on the rubber, if he's crossing his feet over or he takes his eyes off the pitcher to look back at the bag, you can get him coming off.
Gotcha. Man, I'm learning a lot here. 1 and 2, 1 out here now. Richardson's in scoring position for Wheeler, who steps out of the box. They got 2 MLB projected draft players on this team, Wheeler and Petite. High and outside, and the count is even up at 2 and 2.
That had some bend to it there. That's a slider.
As he does his best Bee Gees impression there, Coach, stays alive. And it's 2 and 2. Little lightning in the distance. Don't want to see that. I'd like to welcome in Bobby Jackson watching. Congratulations, Coach. Coach Jackson, Coach Houston, Coach Collins of the O'Galley Commodores.
Bunch of good guys over there at O'Galley.
Oh, man, Bobby Collins, a class act.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Jackson, a class act.
Yep.
Ryan Houston, all of them. I was so happy for Bobby last night. Strike 3.
Ooh, that was up. That was above the belt.
And that'll be the second out here as Michael Petite steps in. Michael 2 for 2 tonight, Coach. He's got a triple and a single here. Yes, sir. No problem.
Yeah, that's tough because you tell them with 2 strikes, anything close. That one didn't look close to me, but
No.
I'm not behind the plate.
Petite now, halfway to a cycle, huh? That'll be a strike, a delayed strike, but a strike. He's got the hard one in here, right? The triple.
That's right.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the triple's the hard one.
Chopper foul, and nice job there. Fielding that by the coach.
He's early, real early on that. Followed over to the dugout. They're probably going to throw him something off speed here.
0 and 2 with 2 outs here.
They don't want this to be a strike, 0-2.
Petite, nice protect.
Yeah, great job staying alive there. See that one? That's an example of anything close. You've got to fight it off to see another pitch.
Just throw it.
Yeah,
Throw
just
the ball,
slap it, foul, stay alive, see another pitch.
One of the best I ever saw at that growing up in Baltimore was Eddie Murray. Tough guy to strike out.
You say Eddie Murray, I think 95 Indians. I know that was later in Murray's career, but
right, but I'm
that
also
95
15
Indians
years
team,
older than you.
That 95 Indians team was unbelievable.
Until they met the Orioles. Or I was 90,
Braves.
96 team. 90, I was thinking 96. 95 team beat the Orioles in the ALCS that year, I think. But, yeah, that was a great team. Albert Bell, right?
It was unbelievable. The whole lineup.
pitch. Chopper. Nice play by the third baseman. And a guns it over for the third and final out. The Bulldogs get one hit and don't score as we head to the top. This one's moving fast. Top of the Jim Thome, right, Mark? It says Jim Thome.
Kenny Lofton.
Yeah.
Albert Bell. Jim Thome. Matt Williams. Roberto Alomar. Omar Vizquel. Sandy Alomar behind the plate.
You were an Indians fan, weren't you?
Eddie Murray.
Yeah.
I went to they played the Braves in the World Series. Tried to get into the game. I didn't have enough money. $250 wasn't enough to get in, so I went to Pete and Dewey's Planet across the street and had a great time.
There you go.
They
Top of
ended
the
up
fifth.
winning that game, actually.
I tell you, we'd like to thank All-Star Memories for sure. Imagine taking all your favorite photos or videos, old and new, putting them in a nonstop slideshow that you can share with your family and friends anytime you want. Let Mark at All-Star Memories help you make any event a lasting memory with your very own video montage. Choose your favorite photos, prints, and or digital files and videos. Provide them to All-Star Memories, and they will create a custom montage, including text, graphics, and your favorite music. And they'll deliver that to you as a private link to download and share. Weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, bar mitzvahs, reunions, retirements, company corporate events, memorials, any event. All-Star Memorials can do it. Please give Mark a call at 321-432-4607. Top 5, 5-1.
Manny Ramirez.
Right,
How do we leave him off of that team?
I actually was at Camden Yards when Manny Ramirez hit his 500th home run.
Oh, yeah? Who's he playing for at the
The
time?
Red Sox.
Right.
The Red Sox at the time.
So Brady Anderson, he was big in the mid-'90s.
Yeah.
He hit a bunch of home runs one
50,
year.
I can't wrap my head around the fact that Brady Anderson owns the Torch. How you feeling, buddy? You feeling better?
Hey, good to see you.
Feeling good? Okay. Yeah. I can't wrap my head around the fact that Brady Anderson owns. Now, I know the Orioles have lost 1,500 games or 1,800 games since 2000, but he's their all-time single-season home run leader. You don't think steroids had a little something to do with that?
That guy came out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
then did he fall off the edge of the earth? Like, he didn't. After he had that season, he was gone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 5-1 here, Melbourne on top as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Burton, McChrystal, and Cruz for the Blue Devils. Martell squares the bunt and takes a strike.
Grounded out to the second baseman last at bat.
Martell steps off here. The Bulldogs with a 5-run third. Winterhaven answered with one in the top of the fifth there.
It's a good spot, good place to miss there, low and away.
1-1. Nobody out. Top 5. 5-1 Melbourne. I'd like to welcome in Coach Panucci. There's a grounder back to the screen, foul, and Martell is ahead at 1-2.
Mixing in the off-speed there, keep him off balance.
Sadly, this is our final baseball broadcast of 2022. The NFHS network will carry forward with the Final Four. Hopefully, we will have at least 2 more softball broadcasts for you. 1-2. Strike
Great
3
spot.
called. Great pitch.
Great spot. There's that spot, low and away. He's been hitting that all night.
For Martell, his third strikeout of the night. And that'll bring up Gage McChrystal. Popped out to the second baseman his first time up. I think that's what he did, right? Yep. 5-1 here. Got a new batter in. I think this is going to be 3-3 stepping in, and that's going to be Rayleigh Blackwell steps in. Rayleigh Blackwell.
6'5".
This is a big team.
Looks like the left tackle for their football team.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play these guys in flag football or tackle football. That'll be a ball. Blackwell this year, a 300 hitter. He's got 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 6 hits, 3 runs scored. Getting his opportunity here. Martell to the pinch hitting Blackwell. The pitch swung on and missed. Good comeback pitch.
Yep, right below the knees. He's doing a great job keeping that ball down in the zone. It's crunch time, Alan. The lights are full.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. 5th inning.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh.
I was in a little bit.
2-1. The Guardians. What do you think of that?
That's weird.
Yeah. Martell's 2-1. Foul straight back and over the screen, and the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Doing a great job with this placement, spots. Ball down and away, ball in, curve ball out.
This team
the
is
hitters off balance.
This team is managed by David Schaefer. He's in his 6th year, 101-46. There's a high chopper to Brevin Smith, backs up, and that just hopped over his glove, Coach.
It got past Petit, but the 6'5" pinch hitter is not going to advance on that.
No.
Yeah, he tried to play the long hop on that, where if he had that to do over again, he would have came forward and got it.
Hit her in there. I think it's a hit. That ball took it a huge hop. Plus,
yeah, if he had it to do over again, he would have come forward and got that.
Coach Schaefer has not, other than the COVID year, he's not had a season where he hasn't won at least 20 games. And I apologize, but we repeat the score about once every 2 minutes. So if you're watching and you're a first-time viewer, yeah, you just have to hang in there. It's 5-1. One out, runner at first is a pinch runner as Cruz steps in. Joshua Cruz. The pitch. That's a strike right there on the black, Coach.
Yep.
0-1 to the 9-hitter. Odor is on deck. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. 5-1, Melbourne on top here. This will be the second consecutive year Brevard County's got a Final Four team in baseball. O'Galley's already going over. This could potentially be, if the Bulldogs hang on to win here, the second consecutive year we'll be sending a team over in 6A. The Beer Hawks went last year. That's a big lead over there, Martell. The 0-1 to Cruz. That ball is launched into left center, into the gap, and that's going to drop for a base hit. As I tell you what, I'm not exactly sure that was great base running there. There is no way the runner, and I didn't see it because I was busy with the camera, but that guy on second should at least be here on third.
Yeah, he probably wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught or not.
But I tell you what, that's a great job by Trey Wheeler to deke him out there. And now it's first and second with one out here. Got to be at least halfway. I don't know if he was, so I can't comment. I'm just shocked not to look up and see him coming this way.
Ball gets to the fence, you thinking double.
Yeah, I'm thinking double, As Odor steps in, hit by a pitch his last time up. Martell now, the second consecutive inning, Coach. He's been in a little bit of trouble here.
Odor hit by a pitch last at bat and lined out to right field in his first at bat.
Nice job, though, by Cruz there, making the adjustment from the last at bat. That was a good piece of hitting to gap that one by him. Martell, Odor. 5-1, Melbourne on top. One out here in the top of the fifth, 2 on. Second consecutive inning, the Blue Devils have put 2 runners on, and that ball catches the outside corner. If you're a Melbourne fan, you got to be happy at the fact that Martell's not rattled, still throwing strikes.
Yep, still hitting that outside, low and outside corner.
I think Coach Donovan wants the batter.
Yeah. Not happy with the throw over there.
Yeah. 0-1. High and inside, and we're even up at a ball and a strike now. Lightning getting a little closer in the distance. The Bulldogs can get 3 outs here. They'd make it official. But you never want to see a game like this end short.
Absolutely not.
Martell, that's a shot. Nice play. Zeeks over to Chris Smith. Double play. 6-4-3. And the Bulldogs with a heck of a turn, Coach.
Yes, sir. Huge play. That was a shot. Hit the shortstop. Great job on that, fielding that ball and getting the ball out.
That's a great piece of hitting there. And Ziegler, the Bulldogs have had their issues here in the postseason fielding the ball. Right there, they seem to have gotten that fixed.
Yeah, that was a great play.
So both teams have turned to double play. If you're scoring at home, McChrystal goes 4-6. Odor goes 6-4. And Odor goes 4-3. As we head to the bottom of the fifth with your score, Melbourne 5, Winter Haven 1.
And we'll probably see a pitching change for Melbourne.
Yeah, because look, Winter Haven's credit, they are tattooing the ball a little better.
Yeah, they're starting to pick him up real nice. And, if they've got everybody but Wheeler ready to go, there's no reason you don't want to see them a third time through the lineup. That was the leadoff hitter's third time seeing him, and he hit a shot to the left side. You don't want the rest of that lineup to see him a third time if you have the pitching.
Yeah.
And that's, as a coach, when you're thinking about a pitching change, you ask yourself, where are we at in the lineup? I don't want them to see him a third time, and that really weighs into it.
Girls still 3-0, says Mandy. So it'll be Weatherspoon, Ziegler, and Hopping. And, Coach, the old adage in baseball, make a great play defensively, get a big hit offensively. We'll see Ziegs here coming up. Gavin Ziegler with an opportunity to do that. Jake Weatherspoon steps in. Got a hit, scored a run his last time up. He's won 4-1 tonight. Or he got up last time.
1 for 2.
1 for 2. Oh, I missed him. I missed the first at bat. That's it. 1 for 2.
Single with an RBI last at bat.
Weatherspoon. Boy, he is just one of so many great catchers in this county. Young catchers in this county. Jeremy Weaver. It's funny, Weaver, man. When I look at him, I think of Jared Weaver. He's got the long hair, the tall build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throws hard
Overhand.
like Jared. Yeah. Heinens. So he starts him off, Coach, 2-0. Hitters count right out of the gate.
He's had a hard time getting that slider down. He's left that slider up.
Oh, he hit him. As Weatherspoon will reach with an HBP, coach. He's okay. And that's going to bring up Gavin Ziegler.
The momentum from that double play carried over into this at-bat. You
Yeah.
can hear the Melbourne dugout fired up.
Look, they in that district tournament, I don't know. And even Coach Donovan and I talked about this. He just didn't know what had happened in either the St. Cloud game or the district championship game. He was pleased with their performance in the regional game against Melbourne Friday night, but he still didn't feel like they were clicking on all cylinders yet. To me, I'm starting to feel Melbourne put that back together when they had that unbelievable stretch during the season.
Yes.
And we're going to get a new pitcher, Coach. Let's take a look at him. And my favorite number, I'm a hockey guy, I think that's 99, isn't it? Coach, I have no idea who that is. I do not have a 9-9 on my roster. So if anybody from Winter Haven is watching and can tell me who 9-9 is, we would be eternally grateful to you.
The only 99 I know is Aaron Judge.
Mine is Wayne Gretzky, and he doesn't even play anymore. So I am certainly showing him. I can tell you where Gretz doesn't belong is in a hockey studio talking about the game. So if anybody can tell me who this young man is, we would greatly appreciate it. Could be Robert Miller or Chase Neal. Well, Michelle McD says Vieira wasn't swinging the bat for him. Well, that could be because they had the southpaw going there. The senior South Carolina commit. Yeah, but they weren't working the count like they did in that district championship game. That's for sure. As Ziegler steps in. So I'm not sure who the pitcher is. He certainly isn't as big as the other two. That I can see. Matthew Pfeiffer. Thank you very much, Misty McCracken. It's Matthew Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer comes in to the game. I appreciate that. He's listed as 17 on our roster. No, I'm sorry. He's listed as 6. This is his 11th appearance this season. Freshman. Big situation for a freshman.
Sure is.
3-0 this year with a 2.68 ERA. Pfeiffer in 15 2/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and just 5 walks, Coach. So he throws the ball over the plate.
That's a good strikeout to walk ratio. He shows the ball late, too, which is tough on the hitter.
Gavin Ziegler steps up, and, of course, he made the big backhanded play to start the double play turn. Ziegler to Smith to Hopping, and that is a ball. 1-0 to Ziegs. Hopping is on deck. 5-1, Melbourne on top, bottom 5, nobody out. High for a ball, 2-0. So
not where you want to be, 2-0.
2 consecutive batters.
As a hitter, you say, like we say, shoebox. This ball is in a shoebox in your hot zone, and if it ain't there, you take it, and you're still ahead 2-1.
Curveball drops in for a strike.
Looked like he threw a little sidearm.
Yeah.
Little sidearm action there on that curveball. That can work against you as well, because if you know that sidearm action's the curveball, you're tipping that pitch.
Right. He did it again,
yeah.
And he dropped it in again. 2-2. So he has battled back, and you're right. That's exactly what he's doing, tipping that pitch, dropping that. But he's a freshman. They'll fix that.
Freshmen typically do that.
Yeah. That one, nice pitch. Strike 3.
And that was either a different breaking ball overhand,
right,
or the same pitch overhand from a different arm slot, which
so
can throw you off a little
how
bit.
odd is it that a freshman can't throw the fastball over, but he's got 2 different breaking pitches in bat? I mean, that's unusual.
Well, sometimes when guys are not locating their fastball and they have a lot of faith in their off-speed stuff, you can go ahead and let them work a 2-0 changeup 2-0 curveball, whatever gets him in a groove.
Ryan Hopping hit a ground rule. Hopping gets into this one. He launches it to left field and caught for out number 2. So first pitch swinging. Good pitch. And that's quickly 2 outs. Brevin Smith steps in.
Smith with a big 2-out, 2 RBI single last at bat.
Runner at first is Jake Richardson. Pfeiffer to Smith. He's like, come on, give me the ball. I love that. He's like, come on, I want to work.
Smith's got a good eye. He's taken a lot of curveballs outside tonight, which is very hard to do.
Off and running down to second goes the throw, and it's there. He's got him. Great throw by the catcher for the third and final out.
I'll tell you what was even better than that was the scoop by the middle infielder to get the tag down.
So that is the third and final out. We will go to the top of the 6th, and I'll tell you what, still very much in this game are the Winter Haven Blue Devils. We go to the top of the 6th with the score. Melbourne 5, Winter Haven 1. And once again, we'd like to take the opportunity to thank All-Star Memories and Mark. Again, the graduations are here, summertime, cookouts, all big family events, reunions. It's all coming up, folks. And if you don't want to be bothered or you have been bothered and have already taken these pictures, call Mark. Let him do some professional video editing for you at 321-432-4607. And I want to talk to the student athlete here because you know what? Student athletes, you need more exposure. Let All-Star Memories take your game videos, take them to the next level with college recruiting. End-of-the-year highlights, recruiting videos, game and tournament film for player and coach analysis, and much, much more. And if you are a team and you've got your end-of-the-year banquets coming up and you want to relive all the exciting moments of that banquet and the past season, let Mark edit the video for you. Call him today for more details, pricing, or to book him at 321-432-4607. As we head to the top of the 6th, it's going to be Bowen. I knew I'd butcher it at least once. Jan Tomaso and Rogers. So it's 2-3-4 for Martell. And where do you think the leash is on Martell right now?
It's very short. It's very short. When we were in the 5th inning, they called over the bullpen and they said, you're hot. And when they say you're hot, that means that you are one pitch away from being in the game. But obviously getting that ground ball, that double play ground ball at the end of the inning might have bought him a little bit more time. He's keeping the ball down in the zone, and when you can keep the ball in the zone, that produces ground balls. And that's what you want your pitcher to do, is throw ground balls. When you leave it up in the zone, you get line drives, extra base hits. So as long as he keeps the ball down in the zone and gets ground balls, he can stay in this game. The question is, this will be the 3rd time that they're seeing him in this lineup, and that's the gamble.
Yeah, no doubt. And they hit him well the last time through. Pitch, and there's a ground ball. And into left field for a base hit. So first pitch, Coach, as Bowen with his first hit of the night, and he struck out and grounded out, so he gets on. So Winter Haven with a little something going.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time he saw him. So
Jan Thomas
struck out the first time, ground ball to second base the second time, and then a base hit.
So Jan Tomaso also his 3rd time seeing him. He flied out to the left fielder and an unassisted slow roller to Hopping. Bottom of the 6th, Melbourne girls up to bat 3-0. Close one there. I think I love, if anybody knows the score of the Vieira Bartow game as well, the softball. Vieira was facing a pitcher tonight from Bartow. Young lady, a sophomore by the name of Caitlin Oxley. 140 innings pitched this year. 300 strikeouts. She's 20-0.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yes, it is. Back in plenty of time. Who is that? Fairbank? Yeah, Tanner Fairbank warming up in the bullpen. And he is one of the best, if not the best. What would you call him these days? What do y'all call him? He's not, well, I think, I guess closer. Has high school gone to the H yet, the hold?
Yeah, there's holds. There's the middle relief.
Yeah, middle relief.
Yeah,
Fairbank. Yeah. High for a ball. And like you said, Coach, that's not where you want to be missing.
No.
Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast tonight. We'd like to welcome, all of you watching from Winter Haven. We appreciate your support tonight. And there's a shot down the first base line, fair, and around second, and on his way to third, stopping. And that might be the curtain call there, as that ball was smoked down the first base line by Jan Tomaso. And with nobody out, Winter Haven has runners at first and third. Thank you, Savannah. I appreciate that. Lightning delay at Bartow as Coach Donovan comes in. And you said the leash was short, and let's see just how short it is. And here comes Tanner Fairbank, so let's get the stats ready on him. And what a job tonight by Braden Martell. He is the pitcher of record right now. But Winter Haven not going quietly, that's for sure. Now doing the pitching for the Melbourne Bulldogs is number 19, Tanner Fairbank. And Fairbank has had him a year from this exact spot here, this middle relief to, I guess, hold, close type situation.
Yeah, Melbourne ruled 13 of their opponents this year, so there were half of their games there wasn't even an opportunity for a hold or a save.
Yeah, shut out the rest. So Fairbank this year. Tanner, where's he at? There he is. He's 3-0 with a 0.36 ERA. He is making his 11th appearance of the season right now. And as far as strikeouts, walks, and runs, Fairbank in 19 2/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts. He's given up 4 walks, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, and 13 hits. Opponents are batting just 181 against him this year.
So they were riding Martell to get deep enough to where Fairbank can finish the game.
Yeah. So he's going to need to, in order to get the save, it would have to be a 6-out save. So runners at first and third with nobody out. Rogers, Harrison, and Parsane up. And Rogers with a hit his last time up. So another opportunity for him. I think he got a hit his last time up, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a single, RBI single.
Yep.
And you're in the meat of the lineup. You get your cleanup coming up here, first and third. So anytime you have first and third, you could see shenanigans first and third.
Yeah.
Everybody's got things built in. You got big lead. You got walking lead. You got delay steal. You tell your runner at third to read the angle of the throw from the catcher down to second base. If it's over the pitcher's head, you want to tell that runner at third to break for home. But there are plays to combat that. You have your shortstop in the grass behind the mound who will shortcut that and go home with the ball, like a cutoff. There's ways to combat all the shenanigans.
I want to thank Savannah Shaw for the breaking news. If you're not paying attention to the comments, the Orlando Magic and the NBA Draft Lottery walk away with the number 1 pick in the NBA Draft.
They sure could use it.
Yeah. Thank you, Savannah. Appreciate that. How about that? Tanner Fairbank right over to first. And now, look, I'm a broadcaster. I've been a coach. I've been a hockey coach and a football coach periodically. But I ain't worried about the guys on first. I get that he's going to go. I got to go get this batter.
You're right. You want to make him earn getting that guy in the scoring position.
Yeah.
You don't want to just give it to him.
It bounces in the dirt. Great stop by Weatherspoon to keep the runner at third there. Breeze picking up a little bit here. 5-1 Melbourne on top. Nobody out, first and third. 1-0 to Hairston. Popped up. Is it going to stay? It will not.
I'm surprised that they're not trying to do anything with that runner at first.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked myself.
Fairbank, he's quick to the plate, and you got a very good catcher back there. So it's a big gamble if they throw all the way down because number 7 over here is not the fastest guy in the world.
New Smyrna Beach last night threw 2 different runners out for O'Galley on the catcher's indifference play. Seth Jones, that kid had a gun behind the plate. 1-1 to Rogers. Fairbank.
It's a great job by the catcher there, getting over there and getting in front of that ball.
Fairbank right now not feeling the breaking pitch. 2-1.
This is a good hit and run count here, 2-1.
Yes, it is.
Might see that runner from first take off. No.
There's a shot into left field. 1 run will score around second and on his way to third. The throw from Wheeler is wide and going to second base with a single and the advance on the throw to third. And guess what? We got us a game. It's 5-2. That's his second consecutive hit, Rogers. And John Tomaso is at third. Rogers goes to second, and Hairston comes up. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he got behind in the count, 2-1.
So they have cut the lead to 3. Melbourne on top, 5-2 here. Top 6, still nobody out. Runners at second and third. To the left-handed hitting Hairston. Come on, Mary, pay attention. Fairbank. The pitch, low and outside for a ball. Would you consider walking him here to load the bases with nobody out?
Let's see, 5-hole, 6-hole. Here's 6-hole has a backward K and grounded out to second base. It's not a horrible idea.
Ball is fouled back and out of play, and the count is even at a ball. End of strike.
That's the tough part when you don't know a lot about these teams. When you're playing this deep in the playoffs, you don't know a lot about these other teams. You don't have charts, stuff like that you can make an informed decision.
Got
like
you.
Intentionally walking a guy.
No, I got you, Mary. I'm just giving you a hard time. 5-2. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Fouled back again, and Fairbank has gotten himself ahead here. Need this out. This is a big out here.
Huge.
The Windy City, as Kelly Bundy used to call it, Chicago. Chicago, Chicago. Kelly Bundy, Chicago. 5-2. Fairbank from the belt. The pitch. Popped up. Oh, no. I was like, please don't come this way. Bryson Aiella with it, and Aiella drops it. And you see that, Coach, and you just think the baseball gods are smiling on you right now. Not Aiella, but Winter Haven.
That's one of those plays in the game that you wish you practice more, but there's just not enough time to practice everything. And whenever one of those sky-high foul pop-ups get dropped, as a coach, you say to yourself, we need to do that more.
So if you're Hairston, you have another opportunity here to do some damage because you have been given you've been given the other opportunity. Fairbank, the pitch, popped up again, and this one's going to get out of play. And Hairston is doing a little Barry Gibb karaoke singing and playing, staying alive at the plate here. 1-2 Still nobody out here in the top of the sixth. One run is in second and third. There are the runners for Winter Haven. To the belt. The pitch. And that one is lined into center field. One run is in. The other stopping at third. And that's a good play by the coach there. And it's 5-3 with runners at second and third now. Harrison with a great at-bat.
Yes, it was. Saw a lot of pitches. He was behind in the count the entire at-bat, 1-2, before the hit.
And that's going to bring up Parsane. Jalen Harrison with just a great at-bat. So Parsane steps in. He struck out looking and grounded out. The infield is now in a single. I
think we got a pinch hitter.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the tying run is now at second base and still nobody out.
Well, in hindsight, your intentional walk was not a bad idea.
Right.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
20/20, right? That's the one thing about my job I hate. I'm especially going to hate when we launch the sports talk show coming up is playing that Monday morning quarter because you don't pick up a lot of fans as coaches with that.
No, but you said it before.
What's that?
You called it before. You're good.
Oh yeah.
Had you said it afterwards,
right,
different.
right. 5-3, Melbourne on top here. Still nobody out. Second and third for Winter Haven, and let's see if we can't get
we
you.
Got 21.
Number 21 is going to be the pitcher, the starting pitcher from tonight, Dylan DeLeo. We'll tell you what he does at the plate after this first pitch if he doesn't hit it. And Fairbank's going to step off DeLeo this year, a .323 hitter. He's got 3 home runs as well, Coach. He leads. He's second on the team, I should say, behind Richardson in home runs this year. Fairbank to DeLeo. Ball bounces
Great
in
block.
at third.
What a great block. Weatherspoon with a great block. He's kept everything in front.
Well, you can cut the tension with a knife right now.
Yeah, it's huge at bat here.
Second and third. Fairbank has yet to register an out here in the top of the sixth. The pitch to DeLeo. That'll catch the outside corner, and that'll even it up at a ball and a strike.
One thing he can't do here is pop up.
No.
I mean, obviously striking out, but popping up, runners on second, third, that's the one thing you can't do as a hitter.
Yep. Swung on and missed, and DeLeo was looking to put that ball someplace up on Wickham Road.
Yeah.
1-2.
He liked that ball up in the zone. I might go up a little bit higher here, 1-2, and try to get him to chase.
1-2.
If he swung at one at the letter, see if he'll swing at one at his head.
As Weatherspoon's going to go out and talk to Fairbank here. 1 ball, 2 strike, nobody out. 2 on. 5-3, the tying run. He's 180 feet away, so to speak, at second. Another barn burner here. Girls win. The Melbourne girls win. So the question now becomes, what happens Friday night for graduation? 5-3 is their score here. Bulldogs on top of the Blue Devils. But Winter Haven is threatening. Fairbank.
Great pitch.
What a pitch.
Yeah.
Strike 3. 1 out. That's a huge get for Fairbank.
Yes.
And that's going to bring up Taylor Burden. 1 out. 5-3, Melbourne on top. If you're just logging on, you don't have to ask for the score, inning, or update. We give it constantly. 5-3. Fairbank steps off. I wouldn't say, Coach, he's rattled or shook or anything like that, but he's not in his zone he normally is. Pitch, high and outside, back to third. Tanner is just, I mean, he comes in with a sub-0, sub-1 ERA, and this is his 11th appearance, so he's an outstanding pitcher, but, I mean, you wouldn't be human if you couldn't hear the confidence and the cackles from that other bench.
Sure. And you're in a tough spot. You're in a tough spot.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, shoots it up the middle, goes off the glove of Ziegler. The tying run is around and will score, and Winter Haven has tied it up at 5. Big inning. Hard hit ball. That's a hit. That goes off the glove, and I think the fact as
he laid out.
Yeah. And I think the ball hitting off the top of the glove slowed it. And we're all tied up. We got us a barn burner now.
That was a huge hit there by Burden. He had grounded out to the second baseman in a backward K.
Yeah.
Prior to that at bat, and then drives in the tying run. That's a clutch hit for that young man.
Boy,
little slash there, like you said, draws in the third baseman on the slash.
Yeah.
Shows bunt, pulls back, rips a shot into the hole.
And this is Gage McChrystal, still just 1 out in the inning.
Slash opens up that gap wider.
And he's off and running. Weatherspoon down to second. Got him! What a throw, what a scoop.
What a scoop by Smith. Picked it off the ground, got the tag down.
That's a clutch throw out.
Yes.
Huge second out. But the Blue Devils have tied it up. Yeah, Dinger's Training Center. Of course, we have certified sponsors that pay for these broadcasts, but my man Tracy Rayum over at Dinger's bounces in the dirt, 1-0. 2 outs here, my man Tracy Rayum over at Dinger's Training Center. If you're watching all month for $99 at Dinger's, Coach Solis and the staff over there, their live battles are amazing. Dinger's Training Center, a big partner with Brevard Sports Network, and we want to thank Tracy for his support. Of course, Tracy, a part of 321 Sportscast as well, and the great job that they do with our student athletes in this community. You know, I've always been a guy that believes you just simply cannot give enough attention and spotlight to our student athletes, and Tracy does a terrific job at it. 1-2, the ball is popped up and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4 runs in the inning here for the Bulldogs. There's a chopper that's coming our way.
You got it, Alan. Hey, that was a hockey guy right there. The kick save. That's right.
The kick save, right?
Yep.
That's right.
He got his skate up.
Man. I'm a hockey player.
He got the skate up. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Coach. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout.
Nice change up.
You know, Coach, that's a great pitch to get the third and final out. But
only hit 2 foul balls over here to foul territory,
right.
So he's early. So you throw the change up, and he's 3 feet in front of it. That was a great sequence there for Fairbank to get out of that inning.
What an inning for the Winter Haven Blue Devils there.
Yeah, they needed that. That was big time. Clutch hit
5
by Burdon.
4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. 1 left. Coach, we head to the bottom of the 6th. in the regional championship game, and we're all knotted at 5.
For a trip to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, that slash, Alan, you bring that third baseman in, and it makes that gap between the shortstop and the third baseman bigger because that third baseman's range is diminished the closer he gets to the plate. So he shows bunt, third baseman comes in, he hits a rocket to that hole, and the third baseman has no chance at it being in on it. So that was a great timing call there by the coach for him to slash that, and the hitter executed it perfectly.
Boy, it's a whole new game now.
Good, man. How you doing? All right, you too. Yeah.
Alan Slaughter-Zinsky and Bob Query with you here tonight.
We built a house.
Coach Blue.
Yeah, it turned out real nice. It backs up to the RV place right on 95. Yeah, it backs up there. So we get a nice little wooded tree line, and then the RV place is off in the distance.
So you're really in that area where if you're Melbourne, you just need one, and then you got to go get 3.
Yeah, at least one. Obviously,
Right.
you'd like to get more than one, but you got a new pitcher here. He's throwing pretty hard.
Yeah, we're going to give you his information.
Trying to figure out the
here.
number.
I think it's Jalen Hairston.
Throwing hard.
Hairston, this is his 15th appearance this year, Coach. He's 2-0 with a 1.84 ERA in 19 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's given up 8 runs. 5 of them have been earned, 16 hits. Opponents this year are batting .216 against him. So the Bulldogs looking to play to run here. And to try to do that, it's going to be Brevin Smith will be back up as he was at the plate when the runner was thrown out. It'll be Brevin Smith. Bryson Aiella and Anthony Velez. We may see a pinch hitter coming up here in the next 2 or 3 batters. We'll see.
As good as Melbourne's pitching staff is with 210 Ks on the season, Winter Haven also has 223 Ks from their pitchers on the season. Twice as many walks by Winter Haven with 124 compared to Melbourne's 62. But they got a couple guys who can bring it.
All right, 5-5. Brevin Smith steps in. New pitcher on the hill.
Melbourne dugout comes alive.
Strike 1, and he is throwing smoke right out of the gate.
Follows it up with a nasty deuce in the dirt.
Strike, or ball 1. I'm sorry, ball 1. The 1-1. Drops in for strike 2.
Big, huge velocity change between the fastball and the curveball. Makes it tough to stay balanced as a hitter. You stride fastball, and you try not to commit too much weight forward.
Bounces in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And I'll tell you what I like. I like the fact that he works fast.
Yeah.
Working fast.
Smith's doing a great job of keeping his balance, his center of balance, striding fastball, and tracking that curveball into the dirt. Not a lot of high school hitters have that ability.
5-5.
Melbourne seems to have most of it.
Outside, and the count is full at 3-2. So Brevin Smith did this back in the first inning, if you'll remember.
He's got a great eye.
Yeah.
He sees the ball very well. Ooh.
And he did same situation.
Yeah.
And Smith draws a walk. And Bryson Aiella steps in.
Now is where you might see some small ball, Alan. You want to try to get Smith into scoring position here. You can bunt him over. As hard as this pitcher throws, the steal is not a great, in my opinion.
Well, that catcher has literally thrown everyone out tonight. The pitch But it would, if you're Coach Donovan, are you trying to get the runner over here?
Yes.
So, but you're bunting to do that.
Yes. Now, if you anticipate curveball, you can try to steal on that in that situation.
1-0 to Aiella. And he hits one into left field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Brevin Smith, and the Bulldogs now with runners at first and second with nobody out.
And that's why Coach Donovan has 509 wins.
Right.
And I'm sitting here with BSN.
Right. As we will indeed get a pinch hitter here. And Coach Donovan is telling Brevin Smith,
Be smart.
Be smart.
Yep.
The last thing you want to do is run yourself out of a regional championship.
That's right.
As Coach Schaefer is out at the mound now speaking with, and this is going to be.
He probably reminded Smith something he's heard a million times, and he knows ground ball to the right, you don't go. Ground ball to the left, you go. You remind a guy, even if he's a senior, every time they get on second base, you remind him.
Who's pinch hitting? Braden Miller steps in. So Miller comes in. First and second, nobody out. The go-ahead run at second, Miller squares the bunt, pulls the bat back. Very, very headsy play there by Miller to pull that bat back.
Yep, you only sack bunt strikes. When you try to sack bunt a ball, that's when you pop up.
Nice bunt. Down to first.
You got the job done.
Second and third now.
Moved
With
him
Richardson up. Now I think if you're Schaefer, you have no choice but to go for the force and walk Richardson. I just don't think you do. There's one out. You've already turned one really good double play tonight. I think you got to load the bases here and look for the force. I would.
I made a mistake on the last at bat. I didn't realize there was a runner on first, and I was
Yeah.
talking about ground ball to right and left.
So now Richardson steps in with runners at second, and the infield is in for sure. And that's the other thing you can do. You can play your infield back at double play depth with one out, because now it's not hard to hit past the drawn in infield. Five is our score. I think I left the other block in the car. No, I did not. One out. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Mark, on that one. And that ball hits him, and they're going to load the bases anyway. And that's going to bring up Trey Wheeler. And Wheeler with one out. And all he's done tonight, he struck out last time up, but a 2-run home run back in the 5-run third inning.
You got strength on strength here. You got a hard-throwing pitcher, and you got a guy with a ton of power in his bat.
5-5. Righty-lefty matchup. Everywhere you look is a Bulldog. Wheeler digs in. And they take a shot over here at Brevin Smith, and he is back. Boy, the South Carolina commit with an opportunity here to just absolutely.
This is legendary status right here.
The pitch. It's outside and low, ball one.
These are at bats where you talk about years from now. You say, remember that night that Wheeler?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Remember we were doing that game? Jalen Hairston to the belt, the pitch. There's a ground ball, and they're going to go home with it. They got one down the first. Wheeler dives, and they say he's safe. They were a hair away from turning the double play, but they get the lead runner, Coach. What a job defensively by Winter Haven.
Yeah, that's a huge play.
What a job. Great play by the catcher. Nearly turned it, and now the Bulldogs' leading hitter comes up. What a job by Wheeler. The head first dive into the bag. 2 outs. Bottom sixth. Michael Petit at the plate. Petit with a triple, a single in the game. Hairston from the belt, kicks, fires. Petit looking to hit that one to UAB, which is where he's committed. 0-1. Strike. 0-2. This is an outstanding fielding baseball team. I mean, the infield's drawn in, and Cruz with a great job on that.
This is an awesome game right here.
0-2, and he steps out of the plate. I mean, drawn in. A lot of times, high school kids, man, they see that ball come off the bat. It's anxious. Cruz, man, nerves of steel on that play. 5-5, 0-2 to Petit. Popped up and out of play. Good protect swing by Michael.
He's not going to blow. I don't think he's going to blow a fastball by him here.
No. Unless Petit overswings. And you talked about that bat elevation earlier, Coach.
Yeah.
0-2. 2 outs. 5-5.
I'm anticipating a curveball here. In the dirt.
Hairston. Petit backs out.
What a great battle.
Wants time, asks for time, gets it. 3-0. Do you know a Bartow Vieira scored? It was in a lightning delay. Okay. So did they throw that away? 5-5-0-2. Pitch outside. Petit takes for a ball. Coming up between innings, you're going to hear me unplug the headset. We're going to plug in the battery charger. I'm quite sure you don't want us to run out of juice on this one. Hairston, the 1-2 to Petit. That is shot into left field, around third, and on his way to score is Richardson, and the Bulldogs a 2-out, 2-strike. Oh, he got thrown out at second, but they still get 2. Oh, Wheeler got thrown out at second. What a play! Did they get 2 there?
Yeah.
They get 2.
Yep.
All right, they still get 2 on the single. Wheeler got thrown out at second, but they get 2 runs to take a 7-5 lead, and even the scoreboard is now the scoreboard updates it. So a 2-strike, 2-out single. The left fielder with a headsy play to throw Wheeler out on the big turn at second, but the Bulldogs get 2 big runs there.
Yeah, they cut it in the infield, and then they caught him overrunning second base at second. But the pitcher went back to a curveball with Petit, but he left it up. And he
Nate,
punished
relax.
it in the left field.
What do you mean, how do we not know who scores? We knew who scored. What we didn't know was Wheeler was thrown out at second. Relax. How do you not know who scores? There's a lot going on there, my man. 7-5 here. Yeah, right? So easy. Come put one on. 7-5 here as we head to the top of inning number 7. So Winter Haven's down to their final 3 outs.
That was a great battle there. Bases loaded. Got one of your best hitters up. He looked bad on a couple curveballs early in the at-bat, but he went to the well one too many times and punished that. He left it up a little bit and drove it into left field to drive in the 2 runs, take the lead. Petit likes to hit curveballs. He's always been a good curveball hitter.
I'll tell you what, tonight he is the man. Richardson with the score in the 7th run. I missed the turn by Wheeler out there.
Yeah, he just was a little aggressive on his turn, and they cut off the throw to home and then back-picked him.
Nice play.
At second base.
Did it? So the Vieira Barton, we might be able to take a ride over to Bartow and bring you that one. So they need 3 outs to make it. We got to stand up because we're going to have to plug it in here. So they need 3 outs here to reach the regional championship. Tanner Fairbank.
We got Josh Cruz up the bat, who's lined out to center and has a single.
Made a great play defensively in the field that last inning to get the you can take that off. To get the runner at home. Nearly turned a double play that would have avoided that 2 runs crossing the plate. Fairbank 1-0, and it's 2-0. So not a great start to the top of the 7th for Fairbank here. Pitch, and there's a shot. Brevin Smith eats it up over to first, 1 out. And you hear the Melbourne Bull dugout in the background. And coming up, we're going to keep it right here. That's why we've unplugged here, because if Melbourne can get these 3 outs without Winter Haven tying it up, we'll take the camera onto the field to show you the celebration.
So Odor lined out.
Odor's had a good night.
Yeah, lined out to right field, hit by pitch, and hit into a 6-4.
Popped up. Zeeks calls it, 2 outs. And the Melbourne Bulldogs are 1 out away. 1 out. I know that much.
Dylan Bowen, left fielder. Strikeout, run out to second, and a single.
Ground out, strikeout. And this is it right here, Winter Haven with a final opportunity here. Tanner Fairbank, a completely different inning this time than the inning he just threw. The pitch just misses. Seven 5. Melbourne on top, top 7. That ball is hit into right field. Petit with a track. That's it. The Melbourne Bulldogs are the 6A-3 regional champs. Congratulations to Melbourne on a great victory here tonight, and to Winter Haven on a great season. What a game. What a game Melbourne and Winter Haven put on here tonight. as the guys will shake hands here. And the Melbourne Bulldogs, for the first time since 2012, have advanced to the Final Four.
Thank you, Winter Haven. Congratulations on a fantastic season. The Bulldogs end the season at Dawson Field with a perfect 18-0.
Melbourne 18-0 this year at Dawson Field. There's the man with the GWRBI, Michael Petit. As the Bulldogs will take it out to left field. We'll get set up for live post-game interviews here. Congratulations, man. There's the backflips. I want to thank everyone watching from Winter Haven tonight. What a great game this was. Your guys put in one heck of an effort here tonight. No doubt about it. As we turn the camera sideways, trying to get the microphones hooked up. Craig Bailey from Florida Today. Pull that so I don't keep making these people car sick.
That was a barn burner, wasn't it?
It was a barn burner.
I thought it was going to be
We want to thank all of our parents for supporting the Bulldogs.
So,
what are you guys going to do so we don't get?
we're gonna take Petite, and we're gonna take Petite first, and then Donovan.
We'll go the other way.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for spending your evening with us here at Dawson Field. Please do drive home safely and go Bulldogs!
Come here. Oh, you gonna do the thing I was gonna ask you? Come here. I want to bring a good friend of mine in real quick, just get his thoughts on from Space Coast Daily in the Friday Night Locker Room. Orville Susong. Orville, first of all, the Bulldogs tonight, the baseball team, with a dramatic win here tonight. Good game, huh? What'd you think?
Yeah, it was a nice game. You know, we were going back and forth between softball and baseball, so it was kind of tough. But you know, I made a statement earlier in the ball game. When Pete Donovan gets 5 runs on you, you're not going to beat him. He almost made me eat my words. Not him, but I mean, you know, the way the game played out. Team over there did Eastridge Winter Haven did a nice job coming back. They played discipline. They did what they had to do to get back to the ball game. But you know, this field right here, 18-0, they are now. So you know, this field speaks for itself.
I'll tell you what, Orville. Let me just say this. Congratulations, you guys, on another successful year. We call it the Breakfast of Champions, and I know the Hall of Fame's coming up. What you and Steve have done for this community, for me, for the guy standing next to me, is invaluable. Thank you for everything that you have done, and you guys still knocking it out of the park over at Space Coast Daily and the Friday Night Locker Room.
Well, you know, I'm getting too old for this. I need to figure out a way to retire. Maybe I can come and be your assistant.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
Caleb Brown's cameraman guy.
Orville, I love you, buddy.
Caleb.
All right. Orville Susong, the legendary Hall of Famer, Orville Susong. Always love to get Orville's takes. Steve Wilson, Orville Susong, the job that they do. Them and Barbara Kaywood. You know, big reason for why I do what I do here at Brevard Sports Network. Got my start with those guys. But so it's 7-5. The Melbourne Bulldogs and the O'Galley Commodores, man, going to the Final Four. How about it? Great game tonight. Michael Petit with a triple, a single, and the GWRBI. That's game-winning RBI for everybody watching. We'll find out.
You're on straight Facebook Live, so.
All right, let's do this. Let's get Michael Petit in here. I know he's going to have the cowboy hat on, so Caleb, I'm going to... Going to bring on Michael Petit here tonight. He is our All-Star Memories player of the game tonight. Michael, first of all, congratulations, man. You know, from the time you sat in our studio last summer to this moment right here, man, I know how hard you've worked. I know you have been swinging the bat going into the playoffs as you wanted to, but, man, you sure caught fire tonight. Take down 2 strikes in the count. Take us through that at-bat.
So what really did it for me was the catcher got mad because he shook off and then threw a fastball. So I assumed the catcher wanted a curveball there. So I figured that the next pitch I was going to get was a curveball. I thought I'm just going to take my leg kick away, hit for contact, and I just got my foot down and was able to react.
Drove it. Got a triple in this one, another single. Big night for you. What does it mean as a team after what you guys, you know, last year I know what they went through. Pete said he loved that team, but he didn't feel it was as close as this one was. The cowboy hats, everything that you guys do as a brotherhood. Man, what are you feeling right now?
Well, I feel amazing. I know, like, the atmosphere around these boys, like, everybody feels like a family. Like baseball is all about feel, and if you can't be confident, then baseball is very hard to play without confidence. Yeah. And everybody has each other's back to the point where we can supply each other with confidence, because just because you strike out this at bat, your past 5 at bats you had hits. We're going to remind you about your past 5 at bats, not the last one you just struck out on. We make sure we keep everybody up and in the game. We've been working all year for this, so just to be at this point is crazy.
You get to go play on the biggest stage that Florida high school baseball offers over at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. I know that's going to be fun. But for you, Michael, what is it you guys need to do to bring home a 6A state championship?
Just continue to play Mel High baseball. We do a really good job with getting players in scoring position, but we need to do a lot better job with scoring those runners. But if we can score the runners that we get in scoring position more than we are right now, I feel like no team can hold us.
Final question for you. 18-0 at home this year. An incredible run here. Pete Donovan in his final home game here at Dawson Field. What does it mean to get him back to his second Final Four? 10-time Cape Coast Conference Coach of the Year. 23 years, this was his 510th win. What does all that mean?
Well, for me and Coach Donovan, I feel like have a very special bond. Coach Donovan has helped me a lot with, like, personal issues that I face, and so I feel like it's brought us very close. So just to be able to give him this kind of last season is everything for me, and I hope he enjoys it, because that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure he has a memorable last season.
Our Brevard Sports Network baseball players and softball players of the year will be coming up in a couple of weeks. Well, this guy right here, you better believe it, will be on that list of nominees. Michael, I couldn't be more proud of you, son. Congratulations. Michael Petit. I know we'll get Coach Donovan over here in a minute. Where's Trey? Trey Wheeler. Let me get Trey Wheeler. Trey, you all right? Our interview the other night, the audio went bad, so I want to interview you again. I'm going to get the South Carolina committee in here, Trey Wheeler. Trey, man, congratulations, man. What a game this was here tonight. You're out. You hit the big home run. Take us through that at bat.
So the first at bat, let me think. What did I do?
Hit a 2-run home run. Your first at bat.
First one, I think he threw me fastball, and then he went, and I saw it, and I took it. I don't know if it was a strike or a ball. Actually, it was a strike. Strike in the inside half, and then the second pitch was a changeup. And he went inside half again, and I fouled it off. And so I was like, it's got to be the changeup again. They got me out the first time, and he hung it, saw it high. I was like, okay, this is exactly what I wanted, and just stayed inside of it. And because I had a backside approach, honestly, the off-speed pitch now is in the gap, and so I went out. Yep.
What does it mean? We talked at the end of the game Friday night, and what a spectacular performance from the bump in that one. You come out here tonight, you go up 5-0 on these guys. They fight back. Then you get the big hit in the inning, the big 2 runs in the inning there. What does it mean to get this win for Coach Donovan here tonight?
I mean, it means everything. It's his last season, so I think this is the way he wanted to go out, and that's why he came back one more time. Because he knew the group was special. It just needed some, I'm going to say, development off the field and on the field, so mentally and physically. And we came in August and we started working out then instead of October like we usually do, and we knew we had a mission, and we knew we were adding pieces along the way like Bryson and Mike to do it. So I think it means everything.
Just give you some good preparation to head up to South Carolina. Big games like this, you're going to be in a lot of them up there. There's no doubt in my mind you're going to be there, Friday night guy, playing in games like this. Now you go over to Hammond Stadium. Talk about how excited you are for that. And what do you feel like you guys need to do to win this thing?
Play our game. Simple as that. I mean, we score a lot of runs, and we usually have really good pitching. And so I think all that, we just execute the way we're supposed to execute, and we'll be fine. And again, at the end of the day, as I said multiple times this year, that doesn't matter the place, doesn't matter what game it is, it's just baseball, and we're going to come here and beat the team that we're playing that day. So
he's graduated already, folks. Congratulations to my man Trey Wheeler here. Coach Donovan will be over here in just a second. Yes, sir, Trey Wheeler, Michael Petit. We'll bring Coach Donovan over. I know he's ecstatic. We got him the other night, but we had some issues with our audio, and so we'll bring Pete over here. That's fine. Look, man, show the team, not me. People want to see me. So we're waiting on Coach as the Melbourne Bulldogs join the O'Galley Commodores in making the trip over to Fort Myers. Oh, yeah, let's all right, I got it. I got you. Special message for him. His daughter. Does that say coughing like him during the? Okay. Nervous cough during the Gator football games. All right, I got it. I absolutely going to get Coach Donovan over here. And this team this year is, and let's talk about the softball and the baseball. Okay, the baseball and the softball team winning here tonight, and they are the second consecutive program here in Brevard in 6A to do this. They joined Vieira last year as the Hawks softball team and baseball team went and played in the Final Four. Both teams knocked out in the semifinals. I am confident that I think we will see both of these programs playing for a state championship. I don't know that they're going to win it. I don't. I don't know who the opponents are, and we try to be as fair as we can in breaking games down. So I have to look at that and preview that. But I tell you, I'm excited for this program, these guys and the young ladies with the softball program. Who pitched tonight? Jazzy. All right, hold on here. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. Coach Pete Donovan, first of all, I have a very special message from you. Your daughter was watching tonight from Chicago, and she wants me to let you know that she was nervous and coughing like you do during Gator games. So she wanted you to know she was watching from Chicago. Coach, man.
Victory, a family victory. Mary's in Chicago, my son's in the dugout, and my wife's taking a picture.
Yeah.
This is like great. We just left the dog at home, but that was great. That was pretty damn good. But no, I'm happier than happy. That is the best team we played this year. But you've seen it a couple times this year when we got on the ropes, we battled back. Truly, in the sixth inning, I just said, if we could get out of here 5-5, please, we'll win. Because I figured we had 2 at-bats, they had 1, and we didn't need it. Right. And we have not gone to the bottom. Well, Vieira was the only game we went to the bottom of the 7th all year.
You like your chances when your team has to battle, don't you?
I like our chances when we're home. Yeah. I'm going to petition.
18-0?
I'm going to petition the state and say, what the hell? I think we're playing a team from the Panhandle. It's shorter to come to here than Fort Myers, but who knows?
Right.
But I'm happy. I am happy. Martell pitched really well. Yeah. He was 0-1 probably on 80% of the batters, and, they hit it at us early, and then they didn't hit it at us. Right. But we left a lot of guys on. But hey,
They made some good plays. And, the thing that you and I had talked about was defense. You guys came up pretty big tonight.
We did. We only, we missed the cutoff four times, but no one sees that. But, yeah, I'm happy. I'm just happy. I told the guys, Captain Negative, that's what they call me after the games. I said, I won't even bitch. I won't even complain. I won't go over the mistakes till tomorrow, but thank you. That was a good group of kids. Good group of kids. So,
Coach, I know, the final one here tonight to get it this way, ready to go over to Fort Myers. What's the schedule from here? When do you play next?
we play Friday. We don't know the time. We'll probably get over there after practice Thursday, and I don't know. There's a game at 11, 2, and there's like 4 games that day, so I don't know what time.
It's a strategic thing over there. I won't ask you who you're throwing or none of that because he's like, I got Wheeler going for sure.
He's pretty good on that diving catch that none of us saw, but we got to go with him obviously, and that's good shape. We're probably playing Pace, who's the number 1 team, and we played them 10 years ago. Yeah. So
get back here.
Get back. Revenge 10 years later, yeah.
To get back in the final season here for you, went in 2012. A winning record in the state playoffs for this guy, 23 years in, 10-time Coach of the Year, come out of here 18-0 with a regional championship. Pretty special.
Couldn't be better to end my career. I got 8 days left of school, and now we got 2 more games, 1 more game. I don't really care right now. That is super. This has been the best baseball year, school year, whatever. So I'm happy.
Coach,
thank you guys.
Coach, congratulations. We're going to let you get celebrating.
Congratulations, O'Galley and Bobby.
Yeah, no doubt. Class act right there. Pete Donovan for the Melbourne Bulldogs. And there you have it, folks. A lot of people are like, Alan, Caleb, where's all the spring football? Not when you have 2 teams in baseball going to the Final Four, and you got a softball team going to the regional finals, and I think Vieira has a good chance tonight to beat Bartow as they finally get that one underway. As exciting a 2 days of Brevard County High School baseball as you will ever see. O'Galley with an 8-7 win last night, and Melbourne with a 7-5 win here tonight. For my partner, Coach Bob Query, Coach Blue, I want to thank Caleb Brown, who did the softball game and then came over here to help out with the ending to the baseball game. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody. Why not make it a sports night?